Welcome to Study Life. In the previous session of SHM and waves, we calculated about acceleration that was being in an SHM. In this session, we are going to work on the velocity that a particle behaves with in an SHM. Let's start. We know that acceleration is expressed as minus omega square x, where x is my value for displacement and omega is my value for angular frequency. It can also be expressed as angular velocity. And we also know that this is nothing but the derivative of velocity with respect to time. I'm going to work on this a bit. What should be my next step? My next step is multiplying and dividing both with respect to dx. It's just a method of calculus, okay? So you don't have to worry about it a lot. You just have to make sure that you push this dt to the other side and this dx to this side. Now dx over here and dt over here. This becomes dv by dx is times dx by dt. And what is dx by dt? This can be expressed as velocity, v dv by dx. That is same as minus omega square x, and that is same as acceleration. So I now have two values of acceleration, minus omega square x and v dv by dx. My next step is going to work on this. I'm going to shift this dx to the other side. v dv becomes equal to minus omega square x times dx. Now it is time we integrate everything of this. So let me use integration. v dv integration is equal to minus omega square integrating x. Now let's start something very simple. I understand that if I integrate v with the help of this formula, let's say x raised to n. X raised to n, the integration becomes equal to x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. We know this thing, right? It's very simple. I'm going to use it over here. This becomes v square by 2, and that is minus omega square x square by 2 plus the constant of integration. We do not know the constant of integration, so I'll just mark this as equation number 1. I need to now find out the value of c. In order to find out the value of c, I'll consider my extreme positions. The extreme position can be the right or the left extreme, both. At the right or the left extreme, we understand that my value for v is 0, where my value for x at right extreme is plus a and at left extreme it is minus a. So if I square this up, this becomes x square is a square. Any which way is plus or minus a. The square of them is always positive a square. My next job is putting everything from here into this and finding out the value for c. Let's substitute from here into this equation. This becomes v square by 2 is equal to minus omega square x square by 2 plus c, right? Substitute. This becomes 0, this becomes minus omega square a square by 2 plus c, and therefore the value of c is omega square a square divided by 2. Take this value of c and substitute in equation number 1. What do you get? You get this as v square by 2 is equal to minus omega square x square by 2 plus c, right? So let's just take this c and substitute, right? Next, cancel all the 2's. You get the value of v square as, take omega square common, a square minus x square, right? Take square roots. v becomes equal to omega square root of a square minus x square. This is my final expression to calculate velocity of a particle performing SHM. Very simple, very easy. The only hack is over here. If you know this sort of expression, it's very easy to calculate everything else. But this is something very important. The first box in here is the real important story. So that was about velocity for a particle performing SHM. In the next video, we're going to learn about different cases at different positions where the velocity can be different values and different conditions. Okay. So until then, stay tuned with Study Live and keep learning with me. Thank you.